Courtney, a disappointing afternoon.
Yeah, it's you're hoping that Tuesday's a one-off. I didn't land a glove on them Tuesday, we're not landed a glove on them today, and is it that little bit of pressure that's weighing down your shoulders? When you've gone on such a run and you're at the top of the league, you're there to be shot at. And we're not dealing with that pressure, and it's tough. And we said that to the lads at the start of the season when that pressure was on us, and everyone expecting us to do well, and it's a big club coming into this league and whatever else. We didn't deal with that. Pressure and the shackles are off, and we went on a little bit of a run. And the pressure sinks back at the end of the season, and we're not dealing with it. So, as a team, are we strong enough to deal with that? We'll see. But it's totally out of our hands now to win the league. Listen, we've still got a chance of being promoted. We're in that playoff position. We want to make sure we finish as hard as we can in the playoffs to give ourselves the best chance of playing at home in front of a crowd. And it's just disappointing that we've been sort of out fought and out battled twice in a week, which is tough. But listen, there's no time to dwell on it and to feel for yourself. You've got to pick yourself up and go. That's football. You've got to take the good with the bad and the rough with the smooth, and we've got to do that.
What's the biggest concern after back-to-back 2-0 defeats and failing to score twice in a row, which is pretty unlike us for the majority of the season? What's the biggest concern over the last couple of games?
Listen, when you're not creating chances, when you've created chances in every single game you've had, and you've been free-flowing in your football, and you've had the confidence to get on the ball and play, when that sort of stops and all out of nowhere really. You've stopped wanting to get on the ball. People are hiding a little bit, not wanting to make a mistake, and fearful of being that one person that does something wrong that leads to a goal or a chance. So just that sort of bit of character and that desire really. I think that's the most disappointing thing. Obviously not scoring, and you can see it in a few goals the last month or so, which is unlike us. But listen, you learn so much more about people and yourself when the pressure's on. It's new to me. I'm a young manager. It's the first time I've been in and around a promotion chance. So listen, you find out more about yourself as well. So I question myself and with Joe and Ryan. We all do it after every game, whether it's good or bad. So we've got to look at it. We've got to pick the best team for each game, which we thought we'd done the last two. And then it's down to the boys to cross over the line and to do the business. And just I think it's a fearful performance really. Last two games.
It's a double sub in the second half with Dom and Charlie coming on for Harks and Jack. Did that sort of not have the impact that you desired, but what you're hoping that would have?
Yeah, just to get someone to work harder on there. I think we're just someone to put people under pressure and try and play in their half, and someone too that can drive with the ball. And listen, you try and do everything. We've got a lot of good players that are all different. Harks has been free scoring, as has Charlie, and I just think for the two of them, they've both been starved of service up there, sort of on their own the last two games, and we've not got close enough to them to want to play. And that's disappointing. You need to make sure that we don't change the way we do things when teams are coming up against you and trying to press and get around you. We want to still be a footballing team. We want to still be able to try and play. Tuesday we went a bit of a different way, tried to turn it in behind, and the lads didn't do that either. So it's difficult to get the balance. But we're not throwing anybody under a bus. This is all of us collectively. We win together and we lose together. But it's when you're in this situation now where you're going for league titles and you're trying to get promoted. This is what you find out what you're about, and there's a few of them in there that have probably got to have a look at themselves and say, do I really want it? Which is a horrible question to be asking at this stage of the season, but that's what we've had to do.
Is it a good time to have a 10-day break now before the next one?
Yes and no. You want to get straight back and play again, but it's time for us to reassess. Do we need to bring anybody else in to try to sort of see us over the line and give us that little bit more of an oomph to go in? It seems a little bit flat at the minute, and we're scratching around trying to pick the best team, which is really tough at the minute. It's difficult to let people down and leave people out of the squad, and everybody wants to be a part of it. But at the minute they've made it easier for us because of the performances have said that. We probably need to have a look. Do we need to go and get anybody in? We didn't think we did, but clearly there's something just not ticking at the moment with that sort of pressure. So we need to bring people in that are used to this situation. So we'll have to have a look at it.